Hey y'all, happy Tuesday. Hope everybody's having a great day. It's a little cool outside, a little warmer than it was last week, but this weather has just been crazy. I hope everybody's had a great day. I'm a little bit late getting on, but I kind of ran back and forth today doing different things, so I didn't have a chance to really sit down and ponder what I wanted to do, and a sweet, sweet, sweet friend sent me a text message, and it had these verses in it, and just what I needed to hear, because we get so discouraged sometimes. But she sent me Hebrews 12:1-3. Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a huge crowd of witnesses to the life of faith, let us strip off every weight that slows us down, especially the sin that so easily hinders our progress. Every weight that hinders us. What are our weights? Our weights can be our fears, our weights can be our anxieties, our weights can be expectations of other people that are not fully met. Our weights can be our past, our weights can be our doubts, our weights can be, there's so many weights that can weigh us down. And we need to strip those off. We need to lay them down, and we need to say, they're yours, Jesus. I'm not going to take them anymore. I don't want to carry them anymore. They're too heavy. And let us run with endurance the race that God has set before us. He has a race for each one of us. He has a plan, a perfect plan for our lives. And even in the midst of the heart, when we really truly don't understand what he wants or what he expects from us, if we just take those moments to slow down and hear from him. I went to Lake's Christmas party last night in Kiefer, and as I left Oilton, I turned my radio off because I just wanted silence. I just wanted silence, and I said, "It's me and you, God. I just need to hear from you. I just need to hear from you." And so I just drove in silence, and I tried not to let my mind race. I tried to quiet my mind, and I tried to just hear from the Lord. Because when you're going through a tough season, that's when you need him the most. We need him all the time. Even in the good, we need him, and we need to be sure and be thankful for him. And went to Lake's program, a sweet little program. It was for the 3-year-old program, the pre-K, and the kindergarten at Kiefer. And it was sweet, and they each sang songs, and it's always so cute to see the little kids dressed up and all of that. But afterwards, I went into Sapulpa to get something to eat. Well, the Christmas shoot is in Sapulpa right now, and I don't think the businesses in Sapulpa prepared for the influx of people they were going to have. And because I was just trying to do fast food, wanted to drive through, get home, because I don't like being out at night. Or driving at night, but I went to Brahms, sat in line for 20 minutes in the drive-thru. So then I was like, I'll just go in. So I went in. Well, the line's a mile long, and I was like, I'm just gonna go someplace else. I went to Arby's, and I did go into Arby's, and I stood there for 10 minutes, and they never acknowledged that I was there. And each place I noticed was severely understaffed. They didn't have enough people for the traffic that they were having. And I ended up going back to Whataburger, and I made the mistake of ordering an apple pie. I sat out in the drive-thru for 20 minutes. They asked me, pull up. So I looked at my clock, and I was like, I've kind of been here a while. I'm going to go in and, just see if I can get my meal and not the apple pie. And so I do that. I go in and I said, can I just have my meal and just forget the apple pie? You don't have to reimburse me or anything. I've been here for 20 minutes. I need to go. And the kid turned around and looked at me. He goes, well, you do see that I'm busy. And I was like, yes, sir, I do see that you're busy, but I also know you need to take care of your customers. And I know that it only takes like 3 minutes to deep fry a apple pie. And so I get back out into my car, and I'm taking off, and I was like, I'm just going to turn the radio on because I'm frustrated, and I just need... And Brandon Heath's song, Gratitude, was playing, and I was like, I get it, Lord, I'm sorry. I was frustrated. I wasn't rude or anything to anybody, but I was frustrated and I was taking it out on myself. And so I lost sight and I was weary and I had grown weary. And the way that we continue to run the race that He has called us to run is we do this by keeping our eyes on Jesus, on whom our faith depends from start to finish. He was willing to die a shameful death on a cross because of the joy He knew would be His afterwards. Now He is seated in the place of the highest honor beside God's throne in heaven. Think about all He has endured, and when sinful people did such terrible things to Him, so that you don't have to become weary and give up. There it is. When you're getting to that point in your walk, and when you're getting into that point in your job, or you're getting to that point in a relationship, you're getting to that point, keep your eyes on Him. Do things for Him. Yesterday, Brother Gordon said, we were talking about, he said, "You're tired." And I said, "I am tired, Brother Gordon, but I'm doing it for Him. I'm doing it for Him. Everything that I do is for Him." And he said, "Me too. Even at home, when I'm doing stuff, I'm doing it for Him. I'm not doing it for Dee. I'm doing it for Him." And that's where we get so lost in our thoughts and in our actions sometimes, is we don't realize who we're doing it for. And we get frustrated, we get angry, we get bitter. I'm the only one doing this and nobody's here to help me, blah, 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 blah. And we just need to remember we're doing it for Him. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if anybody sees what we're doing. It doesn't matter, because we're doing it for Him and His glory. So today, just remember, as you run it with endurance, the race that God has set before you, we do this by keeping our eyes on Jesus, on whom our faith depends from start to finish. This season just continues to get busier and busier and busier and busier. The world just keeps getting busier and busier and busier, because we're all trying our hardest to get ahead and to do all the things and to live a perfect life and let everybody see this perfectness in us. And instead of letting them see that we do falter sometimes and we do fail, but we continue to move forward and we continue to do what God has called us to do, because He's the one that's called us to do it. It doesn't matter if so-and-so thinks you're not doing what you're supposed to do. If you are doing exactly what God has called you to do, that's what you need to follow. But you need to know that He's called you. You need to know in His Word that He is speaking to you and telling you, hey, you made a misstep here. Let's go back and get back here and let's do this. And He will do that for you as long as you give Him that opportunity. So today I pray that you will just not grow weary and don't give up. Strip off all those weights that are weighing you down. Strip off the need to be perfect. Strip off to have the perfect house, the perfect decorations, the perfect presents, the perfect meal, the perfect treats, all the perfection that we try to throw upon ourselves during this season. Throw it off and go back to the basics and be simple. The first Christmas was very simple. Yours can be too. Know that Jesus doesn't look at your perfection. He looks at your heart, the reasons, and what you're doing it for. Don't do it for your glory, do it for His glory. So I pray that you guys will have a great evening. I want to thank our social media sponsors, Dawn and Sheila Ferris, Howard and Janice Clark, Leonard and Debbie Spencer, Gordon and Dee Kennard, Genesis Home Health, Turnbow Trailers, Parco Tax and Services, My Travel Misha, Stacy Reese, the Watkins family, Travis Holloway, and Ted and Alicia Crocker. Thank you so much for your sponsorship for this program. And we will begin a new campaign in just a few weeks. It's hard to believe we're already 5 days into December. I mean, it's all going so fast. And I again want to thank everybody for the auction. It was one of the largest grossing auctions that we've had, and I'm so thankful for that, because I know this has been a rough year for a lot of us, and I I'm just so grateful from the bottom of my heart as I continually have to work on getting that deposit ready. It just overwhelms me. This morning I woke up again just thanking the Lord for so many people and what they did and how they did it. And then he just brought people in this church to my heart. And I just started thanking the Lord for those people, because without the people in this church, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. It's because of the people that give of their time, their talents, their finances, the goodness that they, whatever it may be. It's because of them that we get to do what we do, and that's help other people. It's just such a blessing to see people say, "Hey, what can I donate to the food pantry this month? What do you need? What don't we have in there? What do we need in there? And let's go take an inventory and kind of look, and we're going to go buy some groceries this afternoon, and we'll pick up some stuff." It's because of you that we have the food pantry, and it's because of you that we are able to give. And I'm so thankful for this congregation of people that have come together and are Jesus outside of this building, because this building isn't what makes us a church. It's the individuals, each one running that race with endurance that God has put on them. So thank you so much to all of you who continue to donate. And if you know of somebody who is in need of food, please do not hesitate to send them our way. 918-399-5956 is the church number, and we will do our best to help them. Normally what I do when somebody comes for food, I just send them in and say, you get what you need. Whatever it is you need, you get it. I don't tell them you can only have this, this, and this. We don't do that. We try to give what they have need of. So thank you again for donating to that. And I hope that you all have a great, great day, and I will see you tomorrow.